Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and I'm showing you some beautiful lilacs. They're actually real lilacs. I didn't want to cut too many because I love these trees, and as soon as you cut the flowers off, well, you know, they die. So they're very limited, and I wanted to give them as much. So one of them was almost all fully opened up anyway. I figured I would take it to show you and have the beautiful smell. Also, I brought them to show you that one of the beautiful gratitude journals that I have is actually these lilac bushes. This is where it comes from. When they're in full bloom, I take pictures and they're so beautiful, and it's part of one of my gratitude journals. So I'm hoping that you have access to those by now. I do believe I have June's all loaded up as well, and I've added extra. I'm hoping they allow them, but I have added extra. So if you just want more than 30 days, and let's say you want a yearly to write 365 days a year, and you really like the lilac one, well, then you have that choice as well. So there's two different ways that you can get it. So anyway, the links will be below if they're updated and if they're published and ready to go. And like I said, I'll put a new one of my collection of beautiful photographs every single month for you to look at. The card that I picked for yesterday's reading was this one here from the Soul Cards. So beautiful. It is like the gathering of the souls. The other thing that I noticed in it yesterday after I was done with the reading was the different, let me see here. I saw some figures and stuff here in the red of the card. And some of it I saw like native signals, how do I call that? All I have is native totems, but it's you know, imagery from natives, and there's different things here, veins of the body, everything that we've been through, everything that connects us to who we are, the first settlers. Anyway, it's a very beautiful card. If you ever have a chance to order some, they'll be in the link below. They're so beautiful. If you want to read, if you are a reader that reads mostly intuitively, these will most definitely speak to you. There's always something new to be found. There's leaves and everything. It's like everything in the planet's interconnected inside of this spirit being. It's giving us everything we need, from the past to now to everything, what's gone before, what's coming up, everything. You feel it so much. So it's very beautiful, and that's why I picked this card. There's not one card in there that I have picked from that I didn't think was absolutely gorgeous and spoke volumes. So we're going to see what Spirit has to say today. Thank you so much for coming back. If I haven't said that, I know I just kind of go. I turn the camera on and there we go. My name is Jane. I do intuitive readings for Pisces. They're less predictive, more about talking about the collective energy. I don't think I can do a personal reading of anything predictive or anything remotely helping you with your personal energies unless I do personal readings for you, which I do not at the moment. In case anybody is contacting you and telling you that I do not. It doesn't mean that I won't in the future, but for right now, right at this moment, which would be May 25th, I believe, the day before the full moon, I do not. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Collaborations of souls. Right? 6. Beautiful. This makes me think of what they showed me, a little bit like a maypole. We come, but it would be this way. Like we're all source, and that's the strings that connect us together. If you look at that, that's something similar to what they showed me when we first I don't know, got hooked. Raw intention, 22. Very nice. So I'm going to be looking at these to see what they mean. And we're going to go with that today. Nice numbers. I like it. You have 6 and 22. Very nice. So sacred partnerships, collaboration of like-minded and like-hearted people, support networks, finding your people, mutual benefits, love, and connection. Okay, so your greatest asset is the soul connection you make with others, and those you make and foster at this time will bring fruitful change to your life. Well, of course, if you've changed who you are, Pisces, in the last 6 months or so that we have been doing all of this work, you're going to be a different person and looking for different people to attract inside of your life and in your circle. So absolutely, it's going to be helpful, whoever comes in at this point, because you're looking for people who are more like you. Long-term commitments and strategic partnerships are based on trust, love, respect, and an alignment of values. And it's time to actively call collaboration partners into your life. Mentors, clients, friends, lovers. Whom do you intend to dance with? You have a choice. And this mutually beneficial union will be a merging of two or more interconnected souls who are veritable kindred spirits. That sounds very nice. By clearly defining who you are, what you desire, and what you need, you will help them recognize you as you set out to find one another. Know what you want and what you do not, and seek an open and honest exchange with others. When your actions are a truthful reflection of the relationships you expect to find, the perfect people will show up at exactly the right time. So to say, are you surrendering yourself with people surrounding, not surrendering, are you surrounding, although it's an interesting choice of words, yourself with people who enable negative thinking? With whom do you share positive interaction? Which conversations elevate you? Who raises you up and boosts your energy? What habits are anchoring negative states of interactions? I'm having a hard time to speak today. Is there a type of relationship you'd like to call into your life? A lover, mentor, partner, teacher, student, etc. Where can you actively seek this relationship? Okay. Raw intention. This is this one here. It's funny, but it gives me the impression of a disco ball. It's kind of funny. It's not, but... Okay, intention brought to life, wild power, savage love, woo! Divine intervention, powerful inspiration, channeling messages from source. Intention can be raw or it can be refined. Refined intention get polished and perfected and turned into marketing, a resume, a vision board, and is always tinted by layers of our own perception. Raw intentions is wilder than that. It's pure, unrefined, and authentic. It's the mother who lifts a car with her bare hands to save her child, because raw power does not ask questions, it just does. And so it is. By virtue of simply being human, you have this wild and natural magic inside you, and you may be spending too much time filtering your raw power as a way to fit in, as a way to be who others want you to be. Unleash your pure intention and you will radiate so much innate magic that you'll move mountains. Allow spontaneity and divine love to guide you, and pay attention to whim, desire, inclination, and impulse. So I guess this is the time we've spent alone to reconnect with our child, our inner child, and all those dreams. Now they're inviting you to maybe connect back with that raw power that you have within yourself, right? If you notice any unwanted emotions surfacing like anger, sadness, fear, or guilt, simply be with them, hear them, notice them, ask them why they are present, and they will likely point to a much deeper need that sounds something like, I am seen, I am loved, I am accepted, I am safe. Remind yourself that you are all these things and draw your power from there. So what are your wild and unkept intentions calling into your life? What needs to be heard? And can you work with them mindfully to build the life of your dreams? One way of channeling raw intentions is to a little automatic writing. Ask your question to the universe and sit with an open mind, a blank page, and a curious heart. Allow messages from the unconscious mind to flow onto your page. Just write or doodle and shift. Absolutely. Writing down things is your subconscious way of getting things out. Sometimes you don't even realize what's coming out. It's really interesting. Coffee, coffee, coffee. All right, so I'm going to pull from the chakra cards. It looks like we're getting back to work. We're getting into looking for like-minded people and tapping into raw energies. Nice. Faith. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Like I said, if you have energies or stuff coming up with these when you're doing this work, because it's still work. It is still work. It's not just following blindly something or your raw energies. When you allow yourself to look into those things, you are also working on yourself, Pisces. You really are. So have faith that you're going the right direction, that you're doing the right things. 8 of Water, okay? For some of you, there's a moving on energy. There's a moving away from who you used to be. That's very important. The 10 of Pentacles into something so much better. So much better. Yeah, absolutely. Collaboration of souls. Being more in line with people that match you instead of just being with people who don't match you. The people who no longer suit you anymore. Who are not going the same way. It's not that they've done anything wrong. You just need to find that group who will help you feed this raw intention, these beautiful dreams and ideas that you have to the next level, to make them into reality. Okay? The dreamers of the world, the one that go, yeah, I absolutely see where you're going with that, and I think there's something there, okay? Somebody who will give you, somebody who will give you out of limbo, or maybe a different perspective. With the Hangman this time, I think it's to have faith in that different perspective. To have people who help you out, who believe in you, who have more of a, who give you more of a leg up instead of a leg down, if you know what I mean. Instead of telling you, you can't do it. I don't know how you could possibly do that, instead of going, yeah, it's a little bit out there, but there's something in there. You know, let's look at it. Let's see. Let's hang around for a while. Let's write things down. Let's have faith that surround yourself with these energies, okay, who empower you with this crystal, with these renewable opportunities, with the world, the Empress card of creativity and spirit. I love this card. It's having faith in believing in the very best, that whatever you put out there, you can make it happen. You can make it real. That's very important. The Star. Isn't that such a beautiful card? Such a beautiful card. It's time to shine, Pisces. You know, it's time to shine. There are no little stars in this card. There's just a big one behind it, the moon. There's a big star inside of the moon. Or the sun, if you like the yellow of it. They're all stars. Well, the sun is a star. Be your own. Be your own star. Believe in yourself. It's time. There's so many reasons why we don't. There's so many times we limit ourselves or bring ourselves down and think to ourselves, oh, I can't possibly do that. You know, where am I going with this? Why am I thinking this way? There's no way to make this happen. And there is. There is ways to make things happen. Think of all the people before you, is what I'm hearing. Think of all the people before you. The Teslas, even the ones that are, you know, like everybody who's come up with something, everybody who's patented things, who were the dreamers, who were sitting under a tree somewhere, writing something down, dreaming of something that they could create and bring into reality, and they did. And thank God they did. They brought so much to us. You can be that same person. Don't limit yourself. There's the Empress again. I was talking about the Empress up here. No surprise there. We have 3, 6. I'm waiting for 9. Where's 9? The Empress, the creator, the one who has these ideas. See, when you're dreaming and when you're using like raw power to dream up things, Pisces, you make other things come in. When you start limiting those thoughts of going, well, that may be not possible, then you start limiting the amount of thoughts coming in. As a child, there's nothing past our limits. There's nothing that's impossible. Everything we talk about is possible. Ever listen to a child babble on about, well, why can't we do this? And as parents, we laugh at them and go, because you just can't, honey. It's just, you know, it defies the laws of physics. But children will tell you the most grandiose things. And why not? Let them dream. Let them believe. Give them tools to make them. Give them all the tools that you can find that could possibly help them. Foster those dreams. Maybe they'll build new tools to make those dreams possible. The sky's the limit once you don't burden the mind with boundaries and limitations. Ten of Fire. This Ten of Fire I love because it's a Ten of Wands and it's oppression. But in this one, you see bits of papers burning. To me, that is the past. The written text of the past. These limitations, these boundaries, these things that stops us from doing. Through life, we've had stuff written down, and that's just the way it was, right? That's how laws are written. That's how contracts. I'm trying to see if this is music, but it's hard to tell. I'm not sure. But to tell you the truth, it doesn't really matter. To me, what it is just words from the past, limitations from the past. They're all being burned down. They're all being destroyed. Why? Not because they don't mean anything, Pisces. It just means that you personally don't need to be oppressed by these things. Raw intention. Believe in the things that you are putting in your mind. Don't dismiss them before they've had a chance to live. Leave them on the table. Let them stay around. Talk to like-minded people. People who will even laugh at you, but believe in you wholeheartedly. Page of Fire. Sky's the limit. The galaxy's the limit. Page of Fire is the forever challenged and always looking for a challenge, beautiful apprentice. Good news. Always looking for good news. Always looking for new things, innovative things. Look how space age this looks. It almost looks like somebody's gone and discovered new planets, new ways of being, new colors, the new Cosmo. And if you look at the bottom, there's a beautiful tiger. So it's the inner strength of knowing and doing and going and just exploring like the child. They really want you to be more optimistic, more of an explorer. The Page of Air, looking up, looking for those new ideas. 2 pages in a row, you guys. 2 pages in a row. And this Page of Air is the Page of Swords, but this one is stretching out their wings, about to take off to a new destination. Don't let that wing, it's only just one tiny little wing. Okay? Don't let your fears guide you. Don't be afraid to take off. You have power behind you. You have power with you. You have power with you, within you, around you. And now, if you look for people who are like you, you're going to be surrounding yourself with people who think the same way you do. And that's absolutely beautiful. That's perfect. That 5 of Fire. This is a very different card than the 5 of Wands that we usually see, but it's very beautiful. I'm going to take another card with this one. King of Air. Yeah, okay. So with this 5 of Fire, it usually means like conflict, chaos. I just feel that in some cases, this feels more like somebody who goes inside their head a little too much and dims out the fire. Makes the wings smaller. That's the first thing I saw, was that the wings on her are smaller than what they should be. Let's see if we can get this fire going. This is an older candle that I have. Let's see if we can really get it going there, you guys. We need to keep that fire going. We need to keep that fire going. Okay, so what I did is I emptied out the wax, and now that fire is really going. So, again, I'll take anything as a sign for myself and for you. Too much wax puts out the wick. It doesn't burn fast enough, and then the wick goes out. So too many burdens, not enough raw fire, okay? And as we were talking about this, I noticed that right away, and this is what I'm seeing, is that this fire, which are flowers really, but these 5 flowers that look like they're on fire, is putting you off of your game a little bit in this one. So in this case, it's the king, the very smart King of Wands, the King of Swords, who is very down to earth, very logical, a very logical king. And what's going on is that you're logicking, that is not a word. Logicaling, it's not a word, but I invented it. You're being so logical that you are stopping yourself, afraid of this fire, thinking that it's going to burn the tip of your wings. Even your wings look a little bit red. Do you see that? They're a little yellow like the flowers. Yeah. Okay. So you're sitting still when you should be trying yourself out there. It's not really fire. They're flowers. They're not fire. They're just shiny. See? They're not on fire. But your logic is telling you different. So this is stopping you. So you really need people who are like-minded. You need people to let you know. You need either logical people to let you know that this isn't fire, they're flowers, or you need to just get out of that logic and take a second look. Take another look. Is there as much danger as you think there is? Or are you just being overly cautious, afraid of the conflict that it may cause? Oh. The Ten of Air. A lot of air, a lot of swords. I'm seeing 2, 3 swords now. Fire as well. The Ten of Air, the Ten of Swords. I see all these feathers flying up. It's getting to a point sometimes that you're seeing so many feathers up there, so many failures that you're thinking to yourself, well, I might as well just, you know, try it anyway. I mean, I have nothing to lose at this point. Let the feathers fly is what I'm hearing in my mind. Let the feathers fly. It's okay. It's okay. They're just feathers. You didn't lose the whole wings. Again, it's with this. This one is like, you see the feather flying and you're thinking, well, I don't want that to happen. But it's one small feathers. And even here, there's a lot. Somebody's lost. Somebody's given up. And somebody lost a whole bunch of feathers. But you're still longing. Like her hands are still out. She's still longing to go up there. To get out of here. To get out of that bogged down mentality. There's a lot of restriction in this bottom row, and I think that the Spirit is trying to explain where you're coming from. Yeah, the fear of the new beginning. The Fool card comes out. So these are all your fears, Pisces. These are the things that are holding you. The fear of failure. The fear of just the fear of you're seeing fire where there's flowers. You're overthinking it, and you can't see it so clearly that you know every single move that you're on. So the Fool is scary for you. This new journey, this new way of being and of thinking is kind of scary. It feels almost irresponsible. That's that word. Bordering on irresponsibility, where you're thinking, oh, what am I doing here? I'm doing something wrong. Must be doing something wrong. It's all the whole, the House of Cards, funny Spirit, funny, the House of Cards is gonna fall on me. And they're saying, so what? It's just cards. That's the part that they never follow through when they're talking about this. So what? They're just cards. You can build another House of Cards. You can build it differently. Try something new. Yeah. This is exactly what I'm getting right now. Okay, so let's see. These, the Surrender. Yeah, I'm going to take the Surrender 2 cards. I feel like they're important in this reading. What should you surrender to? It may fit the reading or not. I'm not too sure. It usually does, but... Yeah. Okay, we have Surrender, Stubbornness underneath, okay? So I'm just going to leave that there because that's not the actual card. Surrender your fear of change. And that is exactly what I'm feeling here. This is from this on. I was feeling that right here. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, relationship, or fear of aging or death or life, repeat the affirmation. I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. And I really feel that for some of us, it's just retapping to that childhood belief that we can make anything happen. We have been so ingrained to believe that our fears control us, that our fears are going to take over our lives and destroy it completely. And what is it really? Like I said, Spirit is saying, House of Cards. House of Cards is just a house of cards. You can rebuild a house of cards. Does that really spell failure with a capital F? Or is it just an opportunity to keep going, learning, and try again? Okay? We can make it as big or as little as intended. We can just take it as a stepping stone to something bigger, or we can let it cripple us in where we stand. So that is the big message for this morning. I'm going to get into it in the extended later with Spirit to see what else they want to add to this. They really want you to have faith in yourself and faith in your beliefs and faith in your dreams. Now, they're not saying you're not going to fail. We all have different paths. I can't be predicting for, 50,000 of you that we're all going to have the same path. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not that type of reader. I read energies, collective, something to help you, to empower you. So this is what I'm telling you for yourself, Pisces. You individually, listening to this right now, whatever this means for you, whether it's in relationship, career, life, spirituality, whether you want to plant a raised flower bed or garden bed. You don't know where that comes from? Because I don't have any right now. I'm hoping for some, though, in the next coming year. In the next upcoming years, as we get more time to do it, you see Spirit's going, the time is now. Yes, I know. We're not talking about me. Okay, so, but this right here is to tell you, Pisces, that you have to apply it to where it belongs to you, how it applies to you. How have you been restricting yourself in your life? And do you think that going forward with some of these things that you've been holding back on, do you think that it's going to make you feel like you can take one more step? There's a means to the madness in their madness and everything they do. Even a little step leads to a bigger one, to one where you will ultimately change your life for the better. Where you can look back 6 months, a year, a couple years back and go, would have never guessed that's where I was going. But I'm so happy I took that first step. And these are the words that they keep bringing to mind. Won't you be happy you took that first step? Took that raw intention and made it into something real. All right, Pisces, I'm going to send you lots of love and light. I'm going to leave you with this one. And then I will see you later for the extended. We're going to really work on that. We're going to ask Spirit what's going on with them. And we'll take a deeper look. We'll take a deep dive. Until then, love, light, blessings. And I will see you later.